What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EA FC Career Mode. It's episode number 29, and today we are of course returning with a brand new season as our 4th year of the EA FC Career Mode gets underway, but it's going to be our first year at a new stadium, yes, and of course as it is Saturday morning guys, new season hype, new stadium hype. Drop a like today guys, because I want to do a quadruple upload weekend. Get this video to 1,000 likes, that's the like target once again, and I'll have a new episode of Career Mode coming your way. So, I guess the question is, what stadium are we choosing for Power Court? Because obviously, the designs, I gotta say, are really cool. You know, I'm a big architecture nerd, as you guys know, and the designs are really cool, but I don't really think any of these stadiums that are around about how big Power Court is going to be. I think it's somewhere between 20 to 30,000. I think I might have that wrong. Luton Town fans do correct me, but I don't really think any of these designs look even close. I guess this one kind of maybe. So guys, on the screen right now, you'll see some of the images of what the new Power Court is going to look like. Honestly, I'm really struggling to choose a generic stadium which is similar to the renderings of Power Court. So, you know, normally I'm like, guys, any transfer suggestions, leave me in the comments. I need stadium suggestions today, guys, and I need you to drop them in the comments because I really don't know. So I'm kind of torn here at the moment. Now, Stadion Adair is one I would say is reasonably visually similar due to, of course, the structure where the floodlights are going to be ascending from the roof of the 4 main stands. Moulton Road is probably the most generic of new build stadiums you often see in Britain. So this one kind of makes sense as well. Though, of course, it's single-tiered all the way through, I think, and Kenilworth Road, I believe, is going to have 1 2-tiered stand, which is their main stand, and then I think 3 single-tiered as well. But at the moment, I'm leaning between that, Stade Nader, and also this one, which is called Stade Municipal as well, which I think looks kind of similar, I would say, though, probably not a new build, or at least not that new. So, yeah, guys, honestly, any suggestions for what stadium you think fits Kenilworth Road the best, the Power Court the best, do leave them in the comment section down below, because at the moment I'm really struggling to pick a stadium. I guess you could say with our first year here at Power Court, maybe the renovation for the main stand isn't quite done yet, because it means we do want to move stadiums for the next year. We can sort of play along with that storyline. But, yeah, Power Court is going to have the corners filled in. I'm looking at the renderings now. It's got 1 main stand, which is 2-tiered. And actually, no, both stands, I think, are 2-tiered. Although one is going to be a little bit bigger. So, yeah, I'm struggling. I think I'm going to choose... I think I'm going to choose Stade Municipal. But I want your comments, guys. What generic stadium do you think looks most visually similar to the renderings of Power Court? Let me know, and if it's not the one I've chosen, we can change it for next season. Oh god, actually, come to think of it, I think I might choose Stadion Adair, just because I really love the way they've designed where the floodlights are going to ascend off of the roof, and I think Stadion Adair probably is the closest thing we could have to that in the game. So I think I'm actually going to change. I'll tell you what we could do. I mentioned a moment ago there, what we could do is have like Stadion Adair for this season, and if you guys don't think it's the best fit, maybe we could change and upgrade to Stade Municipal for the next season. So I think, yeah, I'm going to choose Stadion Adair just because I love that kind of floodlight ascending from the roof design. And yeah, if you guys think maybe it's not fitting the build, then next season we can choose Stade Municipal. God, that is a tough decision, man. But do get those suggestions in the comments for what stadium you think we should choose, if not this one. Right, here we go then. Budget for Season 4, Luton Town have got. That's about exactly what I was expecting, you know? Exactly what I was expecting. 60 million for our first year in Europe. We'll take it. Oh, actually, are we in Europe? Are we in Europe this year? I think we must be, surely. Oh, no, they put me in. Why have you done it again? I don't understand you. Why have they done it again? I don't think you can play the Conference League, you know. God, my voice went really high there. I don't think you can play the Conference League. This is the 3rd time I've technically qualified for the Conference League, and they've put me in the Europa League. This is the 3rd time this has happened. It's impossible for me to qualify for it. I want to play it. Honestly, I'm not even just saying this. I genuinely do want to play the worst competition. Like, I genuinely would rather play that instead because I've just never been able to do it and I don't know why. It must be an error of EA because that's not right at all. It shouldn't happen, man. So anyway, yeah. So as the new season begins, this is hang on, let me tidy this up. So as the new season begins, this is what we're working with our current first team squad that aren't loaned out right now. Yeah, it's decent, it's good, but I want to continue making progression, and therefore we are going to need to improve. I would definitely say at the moment there's a lack of quality in depth, especially once you get outside of the first 11 and the bench as well. We are still 4.5 star though, so we've still maintained the current rating we managed to acquire last season. But I would say right now, looking at the team, we know that Nico's probably going to go, so we're going to need a right back. Cox is still developing, albeit at a very slow rate. I think maybe, as good as Jashari and Dewsbury all were as a duo last season, maybe possibly look for a new class DM. I think that's probably going to be my number one target. And man, oh man, there are a lot of players to do as they come to the end of the year that I'm going to need to sort out. Even so, it's a decent squad with £60 million, plenty of money to work with, plenty of money to improve. But we know nowadays in modern football, 60 million isn't going to get you that far. So, oh no! Fair enough. Oh no! Oh, fair enough. Yeah! Oh, what a start today. The drama. Oh, do you know, I'd love it if Gabriel's got it. Oh, well, I'll find out in a minute. I've got to give him a new deal. But, right, I'm going to have to sort these contracts out. Again, the Canva, don't forget, left on a free. Ogbene's gone as well. Man, there are a lot of players that need new contracts here. And with tons of players that deals coming to the end of the year, I have given out 4 new contracts. One to our young goalkeeper, Ethan Wood. Ainsley Maitland-Niles got an extra 1-year extension due to Reed Val and the Canva both leaving, of course, in this summer. And I also given Gabriel Long a big new contract extension, which he definitely justifies. And also Ryan Giles has also got a big extension as well. So yeah, I think for these youngsters here, including Rory McKenzie, I think I'm probably going to let them go. And of course, Panzer and Barkley are retiring come the end of the season. And as the Ogbene to Besiktas and Reed Val to Brighton deals go through, of course, we sold Hero for 7.5 million. That's now seen our budget actually rise to just under 64 million, so a little bit more money to work with now that Hero transfer fee has been received. I've just checked the free agents pool and there's very slim pickings for this year, unfortunately. But thank you for all the suggestions as per usual, guys. Really appreciate it. Feel free to keep them coming in the comment section down below for where we look to strengthen in this summer window. Obviously, lots of great suggestions a couple of years ago for the long-term replacement for Nico Williams at right back. Honestly, I'm not too sure, but one thing I do want is to bring back James Justin. I know how many of you guys want me to bring him back, and now we're in Europe, we've got to meet those homegrown registration rules. I checked the table last year, Vallecano in the bottom half in La Liga, maybe he's feeling homesick. I'll say James, Madrid's got nothing on London, at Luton even, come back to England. It's actually a smart little pickup as well because he's a versatile fullback that can play both positions, left back and right back. Spent an equal time playing on both sides. Is he a full England international? I think he might be, you know. Obviously, again, homegrown, Luton lad, born, and obviously came through the academy as well, so it helps with the homegrown squad registration rules. And as well, we don't really have a backup left back, and we know we're going to lose Nico as well. So really, this is actually a good pickup. Yep, born in Luton, academy graduate, moving on to Leicester and in the game Vallecano, but it just feels right to bring him back. Now we're in Europe. James Justin back at Luton, but not at Kenilworth Road at the new look Power Court. So yeah, we'll take that. The contract's surprisingly expensive, to be fair, but then again, he's a full England international and he's not even done growing at 28 years old, and 79 rated does make him quite nicely rated too, so approve of this very much indeed. I might just keep him on balance, you know, to be honest, or maybe inverted actually. Maybe inverted, get a weak foot up. He is a dual-sided player, or maybe defensive actually. But yeah, buzzing with that. Will he start or not too sure, but glad to have him back. So our budget now dropping to just under £50 million. With Barkley due to retire, we probably could do with a long-term successor to battle and mentor Cox at CAM. But I think the CDM area is still where I'm most concerned about. Let's advance a few days in the calendar, see if we get some bids for our transfers of players, and take it from there. And here we go. Yep, this was on the cards. Nico Williams put in that transfer request last season due to an alleged lack of game time, which surprised everyone, not just me. But Milano putting in a bid. They want to take. They're fan of the British lads nowadays, aren't they? You know, Fikayo Tomori, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and now Nico Williams as well. So I quite like, to be fair. I do think we can get more than 24.5 mil though, and we've got him for another 4 years. So I don't feel the need to be held to ransom here. So, well, I'm not going to need to be. Just accepted it straight away. 32.5 mil. We'll take that. A nice profit on Nico as well. And Napoli have put the bid in as well. But I'd like to get into Milan. I like that. You know, RLC and Tomori. Quite keen on having him link up there, I'm sure. Jacob Andrew, I'm going to accept this straight off the bat from Norwich. I get asked sometimes, why don't you include sell-on clauses on your young players? Well, there's a reason for that, and it's because it's not really being implemented very well. Go on, Sam, go to Turkey. It's an amazing country, mate. It's not been implemented very well by EA. Sometimes you can ask for like a 2% sell-on clause, and the AI manager will be so offended that you asked for even the smallest of sell-on clause, they'll just walk out. So it's just not being done very well by EA. And until they fix it, it's not worth doing, because 9 times out of 10, I'll just walk out. Still, we will get 1.85 mil for the sale, so we shall definitely take that. Watford want to sign Lee Evans for 2.7 mil. Again, yeah, I think I'm all right with that sale there as well. Not getting a great deal of money for these guys, but you know, I think you guys are right. You know, Wales are releasing those young players. Oh my God, that guy's tiny. How tall? He looks about 5'2". Listen, I'm 6 foot, so that means that wifey's probably about 6'1", 6'2" maybe. Samuel Evans has indeed gone to Turkey. Excellent choice. What a country. What a country. How tall? Sorry, how tall is he? He's just another short king, mate. He's just he's a 5'6". He's another short king, and unlike Joel Cox, he'll be balling in Turkey as opposed to Luton. But we'll take the fee. And oh well, so bid for Galini, and we said he was going to go as well to clear out starts here this season early. Galini, key to our run in the Carabao Cup last year, but I like that move, him going to Bournemouth. And why is that? It's because Bournemouth signed Nato on a free, but he's a senior goalkeeper in his 30s. They'll need a successor, and this is another senior goalkeeper in his 30s, but a few years younger. Semenyo would be a bad swap deal, you know. And again, he wouldn't get much game time because he'd be behind Danny Loader and also Adebayo as well. Is Nato? Yeah, Trout is 77 overall, so Nato's retired. They're the ones. Oh wow, they love their senior goalkeepers, don't they? Right, do you know what, Solid? I'm just going to ask for the money up front. Let's go with. I think we can get 11 mil for him last year. It was a penalty shootout, King Bournemouth. Yeah, we'll take 11 mil. Freebie and 11 mil sale the season afterwards. Good profit. And there we go. Evans is the latest player to leave. He's off to Watford for 2.7 mil, so we'll take that for one of the academy graduates who was probably never going to make the grade here, all things considered. Has Nico gone yet? Is he still here? Nico is he turned down the move to Milan? Surely not. No, still negotiating. And there we go. Deal has gone through. So Nico off to Milano for 32.5 mil. I really like that as well, with them signing RLC and Tomori recently too. But yeah, Williams gone, and we'll take the 32.5 mil. Club joint record signing, isn't it? Alongside, no, how did Kilman go? Was Kilman 30 mil or 32.5? I think he was 32.5, wasn't he? Well, if he's not club record signing, he's definitely joint, as Nico is off to Milan. Big sale, but plenty of money to reinvest in a class new right back now. Wow, has indeed given us a lot of money to spend. 82 million now. Goodness gracious, that is a lot of cash to work with. And yeah, thank you for the suggestions on right back, guys. Fantastic suggestions to replace Nico Williams with if we don't want to start our new man in James Justin. I'd love to bring Kabore back, I would, but on a very high contract now and in the prime of his career, I'm not too sure. Serginho Dest, I know, obviously I've got loads of American fans, love you guys. West Ham to Luton, obviously we finished above them last year, but I'm sure he'd love like living in London personally. Dodo would be a good option, to be fair. Palace has just been promoted, but you know, I'd say moving on to a European side now in Luton Town, I like that as well. Thierry Correa, Divine Wrench has actually moved from Ajax to KAA Ghent. And with all due respect to the Belgian Pro League, I mean, I'm sure he's having a good time out there, but 23 years old, mate. Why don't you want to come and play in the Premier League and in Europe as well? That's not a bad option, nah. I think I'll wait for the full scout report. And Alcaraz is now being approached by Getafe as well. I really want him, man. I've never used this guy before, but the Saints went down last year. I'd love to bring him in. Getafe want him, but my shortlist is full, isn't it? He's out of contract at the end of the season. I might tussle with Getafe there. I'd love to have this guy in, man. I don't... What? Oh, I don't even know anymore, man. Seriously. 24 mil plus Jack Goodwin, Southampton. What do you say? No, flat for your 27 mil. They don't want one of the young players. But I think what I could offer this guy is at least my suit, if not a shirt. Because you've heard of the man with no legs, Scott Triggs. This is his uncle, the man with no torso. And so for what I believe would be a new club record signing, eclipsing the fee we paid for Malik last year, or is it a little bit less? I'm not too sure, but if it's not, it's definitely close to it. Alcaraz is in 2 relegations in 4 years with the Saints, and now it's time for some much-needed stability at Luton Town and European football as well, of course. So yeah, Carlos is in 81 rated, 23 years old, never used the guy before, so really excited to give him a go. I think the real question is, though, would he be a starter in this team, or would he be coming off the bench? It's a tough one because, I mean, obviously you can't drop Cox because he was probably the player of the season last year. And Duke I really like on the left, so does he come off the bench? Or does he maybe start on that left-hand side? Very difficult decision. And guys, if you could leave a like, I'd really, really appreciate it. Obviously, the first episode normally takes a while to get through, so yeah, like, very much appreciated. Oh, I forgot about this. Ethan Wood, wanted by Mönchengladbach. No. Happy to loan him out, but not to sell him. It's Galini. I think he's angling for that Marseille move. But I quite like him going to Bournemouth personally. He spent a lot of time playing in England. And pre-season, of course, will turn down. And is that deal falling through? What's going on there? Or the move's been withdrawn from Marseille. Is he still negotiating there at Bournemouth? What's taking so long? Well, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. So that is Pierluigi gone. So we'll get a little bit more money for the sale of Galini going to Bournemouth as well. I really like that too as the short-term replacement for NATO, who now appears to have retired. So even after that massive signing there of Carlos Alcaraz, we still got a lot of money to work with here. Question is, what do we do with it? Well, I think considering depth is our main problem, and you know I'm partial to a freebie, why not Andre Vidigal, released by Stoke City in the summer, ready to make the next step up and not wanting to commit there with the Championship side. On a freebie, 75 rated in the prime of his career right now, yeah, as a squad player, you can't say no. Yeah, he's had a phenomenal start at Stoke, hasn't he? But clearly hoping for bigger things. Now he's joined us in the Europa League for this new season. And guys, I think we should leave it there as well. So big thank you for watching today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget 1,000 likes for the next episode to be released of the EA FC Career Mode. And also as well, guys, do let me know about the stadium, what we should do with that, because I'm still totally uncertain. And keep those transfer suggestions coming. With still a ton of money remaining in our budget and a month to go before the window slams shut. Have a great day, guys. Much love. Keep those comments coming. And I'll see you for the next episode of the EA FC Career Mode very soon.